Minute 54, but as we all know, they can always go to the defense whenever. Moringa with a very nice place grenade. Bounces in through new drop to take out Pino. Liquid still working their way inside. Drones still inside as they're working their way in. Just need a little bit more info game. Might be a nice shot here, but no, it's just going to be a little bit of damage to Psycho as Nesk is pressuring from the opposite windows. Two repels going on right now, one from each side, one from the south, one from the west. Frag grenades pouring in, but they're not going to claim any lives just yet. NINJAZ and PYJAMAS has been able to back off towards Pixel, so Liquid has most control of Christmas.
And the damage on Psycho not even going to stick at this point due to him being on docks. That's an easy heal for him to get him right back into the game. Another nade coming off the intel from a hard ping is going to try to knock out a player, but it looks like there's a reinforced shield, and Muzi able to peek after its demise to finally take out that pesky player on Repel at the windows. A lot of progress being made here by Liquid. Despite that early kill they got on the Pino, they've been unable to get a lot of control here upstairs, and they've now got less than a minute to fully finish the execute. Finally, another kill is picked up by them as Moringa finds one. Julio, though, just a second later, trades it back once again.
Julio doing a great job. NINJAZ and PYJAMAS overall doing a very great job of slowing down this Liquid take. It doesn't seem like they have an answer for this White Hall play. More drones finally coming in. Nesk trying to bait a shot with his shoulder. He'll do so eventually, but Muzi just stays on that left click and denies him entry. Exothermic charge down on the freezer now as they're trying to make a couple new sight lines, but still have to worry about White at pre-fire, but he just sees his shoulder, not able to land any shots. It's all left up to Sexy Cake and Moringa. Sexy Cake works his way on site. He eventually takes down one. They're able to stave off this inevitably, but no, it's going to be Julio with the double kill now. Going for the triple with the pistol, and he...
Also bad timing from Nesk, though. Ends up unscoping just as the peak from Muzi goes out. Still, Muzi takes a massive amount of damage and is eventually found by Moringa, so not a massive amount of harm overall for missing the kill on Nubauk.
Oh, this is so smart from Moringa. Just pop the floor, use one of your frag grenades to get rid of that Electro Claw of Kaid, and now you guys have access to the hatch, so they just need Sexy Cake to come and get it now because it has been reinforced. Nesk, though, sees a man rotating up red and will eventually get all the way upstairs. NINJAZ and PYJAMAS excuse me, my god. NINJAZ and PYJAMAS has definitely grown to like this very wild style of siege play where they just throw roamers at you at all times. And stuff like this. Sexy Cake gets demolished. A pre-fire from Psycho. They knew he was outside. Eventually makes his way into mining, but Nesk shuts him down, but not before he could already do the damage that he needed to. Sexy Cake, a very pivotal person inside of this lineup for the offense, as he is the only hard destructor, as well as he had the diffuser.
Psycho showing some great awareness up until the very end of that play right there. Knew he had the window below him open, so knew he would have been able to safely get back to the inside. Even did initially catch Nesk rotating out through the other window, but for some reason didn't catch the re-rotation in through the mining window that would eventually lead to his death. Either way, great play from him. Nice spot from Moringa, and he's lucky that Kamikaze doesn't seem to notice it as he stands right in that position for a good 2 to 3 seconds. Just knocks him right out of the play. Nesk gonna move forward, but the view model of the gun blocks out the push from Julio. He walks right in, under 5 seconds remaining here. Moringa, what? The double kill out of nowhere.
Use her hard destruction, whereas Thermite does. He has a little bit of a faster fuse time, but as I say that, quick trades between the two teams. Psycho takes down Moringa. That's gonna be a very big pick as well. Moringa's actually been doing very good work with that buck overall through this game.
Psycho doing it again for NIP. Not the first time we've seen that hop out, although this time it's going to be a little bit less successful than the previous attempt there. Just a 1-for-1 exchange, so only serves to bring the manpower down into a 4v4. Still an even fight ultimately at the end of the day. Just a little bit less than the defenders can spread themselves out now, though, with that roamer going down so decisively. Paula now going to drop in and start taking the rest of the third floor control away. Nesk is well ahead of them on this endeavor. As he's moved forward, is actually going to start popping out some of the floorboards along with Paula, who's going to join him through that hatch above him.
It's all on soft destruction now, but obviously since Moringa is dead, it'll be all up to Paula. With a few breaching charges other places. Nesk also has impacts on his lifeline of Zofia, which has impact grenades, which are those soft destruction grenades that you see thrown by the defense, as well as concussions, which match up with the Grismount mines of Ella, but she will not be in play just yet. Those concussions especially nasty if used in the proper instances. They're proximity based, so if it gets close enough to an enemy, it will go off and give you the information.
Trying to hunt down where the Electric Claw might have been thrown out by Pino. Sometimes, as we've seen today, in quite a few of our matchups. Some teams have actually had quite a bit of trouble trying to lock down the exact positions of those, but not really going to be too much of an issue here for Team Liquid. They managed to get the wall open, but now the resistance will come in the form of those smoke gas grenades. Only 30 seconds left, and to my knowledge, that was the first one used, so there should still be plenty more to delay. The only problem that's going to surface here for Kamikaze and trying to block it out is if the push comes in from multiple angles. Right now, though, it seems it is, for the most part, being pressured from the breach. It's been opened on the wall. PSK is also going to try to push the prep kitchen door. Smoke grenade is tossed out, but it doesn't block the exact position I think they wanted it to. Paul and Pino is going to trade. Nesk with another one, though. The gunfight's being won by Liquid.
As really all the Ninjas and Pajama squad, except for a very select few, are inside the building. So still have Julio and Kamikaze obviously still on the roof. Pino on an upside-down rappel on the eastern side. And that really seems to be something that we haven't seen too often from these other squads, is plain
they're just jumping in
rappel, and then they just swing in very aggressively. Liquid not too ready for it as Nesk falls on white as well. All of a sudden, Ninjas in Pajamas has everything going for him. I don't think that Paul is aware of the man behind him either. He's not. All of a sudden down to PSK alone inside of Reading. Has a single punch panel in front of him. Is he going to go swinging here? Did he see the rope? No, he did not.
Tried to adjust.
That Ninjas in Pajamas in their current instance is quite scared of what Liquid's going to do just because of that very quick aggression they had the last time, and they should be. We do still have presence on this mid floor. Paula's inside of Reading, and they also have another person on white stairs. So they can actually handle this very well. It's just if Psycho is going to be able to kill him. He will, but this more than likely will get traded out very soon. No, Ness going to be on the other side of the map. Actually, he's upstairs inside of Cocktail and gets Muzi on Reading door.
Nesk still waiting for the rotate his way back in, and actually a bit of an intuitive guess there as he goes past the bar, swings the aim down right onto the head of Pino in order to take him out. Liquid's going to stand strong here, with a one-man advantage at under 1 minute remaining.
This is very dangerous, especially with the operators that they've lost. They now have no vision onto site for utility that's obviously electronic, with Muzi dying on the IQ, and no more soft destruction as well. They're locked into how the floor is currently broken up unless they want to use some frag grenades or possibly the secondary shotgun of Julio. Those are going to be the two things to notate. But the issue is now, though, is that Liquid continues to push this along. It's a triple kill for Nesk. Can he get the ace? No, he can't. PSK to shut it down. It's all left up to Kamikaze as he rips open the wall, takes down PSK on the other end of prep. Plenty of barbed wire and a toxic babe to push through, but it looks like he's going to have to push through it. That's going to be a lot of damage. He's not going to be able to try and rework this round. It's going to be all in Team Liquid's favor. Map 1 goes to the Liquid squad. Wall to cash, a couple new lines of sight to worry about. It's crouch level, so don't have to worry about too much. Liquid with a very intelligent Goyo shield here. And get it toward the angle isn't quite as nice to hold. ADS is going to eat up some stun grenades from Pino as he's back in play from the previous map.
It's actually a double shield in that position too, so really securing the rotate from red to make sure Liquid can constantly re-attain the position. The problem is it kind of backfires a little bit, and I don't believe NIP really caught onto it too much, but off of that, they actually would have been relatively free to push into cash as both of the red players were restricted heavily. At the same time though, there's a very nice nade, a crazy run out from Paula, and it's caught by Muzi. So 2-0 so far just in this round from NIP.
That was so impressive that he heard him. That was a great audio cue there for Ninjas in Pajamas. Issue is now, though, don't have very much time on the clock, and Liquid still has somebody on flank here. PSK, with the rest of the squad, is currently sitting on site. Nesk actually is going to fall next, so make that one. PSK has to do something here. Gets rid of the Claymore with a very nice shot, trying to bring it back. Sexy Cake makes it the double kill, though. The man with the long stick still winning things out. Pino finally knocks it down to the 1 versus 2, but this gun has so many bullets, it can rip through anybody. He hears that plant going down. He knows the ping's far. He knows he has to be on the door, but a nice swing from Pino. Decent amount of VOD, but not a crazy amount for Ninjas in Pajamas. So between these two squads, though, it's been pretty equal on both ends. Kamikaze finding the first pick this time as Ness goes for a rotate with Bandit. But they know exactly where the Valkyrie is, and that's going to be Psycho holding the angle of PSK.
Oh boy!
Wow.
Bamboozled in a nutshell.
Kill. That was a bait and a half from Liquid to get that kill onto the buck.
Nicely done. They knew they had the Valkyrie locked down in that position, so hey, just send another player in. He's not going to watch that.
What is that?
What a transfer! First victim is Muzi, followed up quickly by Kamikaze on the spray, and NIP is left stunted. Pino is going to be able to at least find one trade elsewhere over here towards Jim. Now gonna have to desperately search for more, but can't even stay safe. The smoke grenade flushes him out of his position down the hatch over towards the bar, where he's gonna have to re-rotate up main stairs.
This is a thing that blows me away about LATAM Siege, is that everything will just be slow, methodical, and then all of a sudden there's a double kill, a guy dies across the map. It's like the team never engages until like that minute 15 mark, and then everything just goes to hell. It literally blows my mind to this day. It truly, truly is weird. But Julio's actually worked his way in towards the Waits hallway, currently holding Logi door. Diffuser's down over in CCTV. Thank you so much, Marciu. PSK inside of Secret. So far, Liquid's actually done a very good job of stalling out this offense. Looks like Pino and Julia are going to hop windows at the exact same time here.
Important to note, Liquid assumes at this point here, or would normally assume that they've lost control and are not even worried about that diffuser going.
Them is just the way to be. It makes for a lot better storylines, I think. Overall, though, very slow take here from Liquid, as it seems like all hell is going to break loose, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. They were timing that on a countdown. Did not work out for them. Able to establish quite a few lines of sight. Moringa trades back one, but I assume he knows that there is still one more inside of bar. Checking all of their angles, but no, actually, they've abandoned ship as well back downstairs, so it'll be only Pino to die for the defense. Pick that diffuser back up. That was in Habana's hands of Sexy Cake. As we're moving things quickly, actually, through this 3v4.
Risky play to get in the face of the Team Liquid initial assault like that, as it did seem, firstly, that they were ready for it. Secondly, that they could have been able to isolate those players out, given a bit more time, but no. In fact, it's NIP, and specifically Pino, that comes in with a stride there and is able to close out those frags against Team Liquid and get them a man advantage to work off of here now for the rest of the round.
PSK working his angles over the hatch, just waiting for some assistance from his teammates. They are focused on the drone game right now and trying to get some more information. They have plenty of those at their disposal, actually, still having 4, whether it be in their pocket or on the ground already. Moringa has the most at his disposal. We're just going to see one get destroyed early on. Stun grenade pours in through the master door. That's going to be PSK, but he ends up stunning out his teammate. This Liquid is working their way towards Church. It's going to be a Church take here. You have Nesk inside of Moto, just holding an angle towards the door of Armory as they work their way up. Jaeger's currently playing dummies. Nice. Moringa makes a dummy out of Kamikaze. Julio trade things back, though. Moringa to push it even further, down to the 2 versus 1, but this is a man you want in the 1v2. It's going to be Nesk. He continues to pre-fire and works his way towards the door, continuously holding a tight angle. Actually gets inside of Church, pre-fires, but he can't get it. Shoot it.
Just wanted to look cool for you guys.
Tried his best, but Paula again with a C8 finds Psycho early on, and Psycho, a very important pick to have. He's one of the most prominent fraggers on Ninjas in Pajamas.
Besides, that's going to go all radio silent here right now for Team Liquid. Very, very cautious play. Oh, and Moringa, this patience could pay off. Saw that little blue silhouette sneak into his crosser there a second ago. Muzi trying to make a push, I believe, up those blue stairs, potentially challenge Moringa or another player here from Team Liquid. Not gonna find much chance. Oh, they do spot the shadow. They know he's there. And of course, they would have heard the footsteps. The drone's gonna try and harass him as well. Nesk, not being too adventurous though, is to swing all the way down the first corner of blue stairs. It's just gonna suffice to be happy with pushing him back down into the basement at a minimum.
Liquid, very good job of handling blue in the situation that was going on over there. PSK on the window with some stun grenades to push out the Jaeger as Nesk swings. So working together always makes the job just a little bit easier because they can still play with that drone that was inside as well. So now they have blue control. What are you going to do with it? That's the main story here. Still plenty of round to be played left and don't have to worry about too many people on this mid floor anymore. So Liquid's just going to hold steady and wait for hard destruction to happen. So it's all on Sexy Cake to get these hatches open.
That last minute or so.
Do not torch the light. There you go.
I don't think it reaches that far.
It does not.
It's not a flamethrower, unfortunately.
Wouldn't that be amazing, though?
That would be very cool.
If he could just like dump the actual gas and just make it a flamethrower, it's like a 3-foot. That'd be fantastic. Just set
it's a bit more velocity in that torch, I think, in order for that to happen. Gotta shoot the gas out of it further.
He attaches an air compressor.
Shoots little
This is what we're
fireballs.
talking about right here. A little bit of a sneaky hole into
Okay, they can
dirt.
fix that. Yeah.
Yeah, he can fix it. It's just the one top piece. That usually happens when you're trying to go quick with those. The only issue is now, though, is there a Vault Cam inside of Mud? This is what their execute's going to be. They're going to take Mud as well as they're going to try and flood the kitchen hatch while they push down main stairs, just in case anybody wants to cross over from church. They already have Ash Rush opened up, and they're actually working their way inside right now. So they have Mud Tunnel. Now they just have to try and get a plant down, but they have Kamikaze inside of dirt as well. Sexy Cake trying to find some safe harbor to plant, but this is all up to Pino to try and see if he can find him. But Sexy Cake still on plant. And they did. Oh, they finally did. I believe there was a Vault Cam there at the very end. Paul's got to rush through some smoke. Does he read into Kamikaze? He doesn't. Plant now going down. PSK dancing back and forth. And this round is all but over. Julio able to clean. The last time was a little bit quicker, but they did have that initial kill that helped them out quite a bit. They've actually already made a hole, excuse me, to rotate in through the CCTV wall. But this time around, Nesk has died very early on.
So attempts to open up bathroom here are going to go very quickly and probably without much interference here due to the frag grenades they have to deal with the extra electric claw. If there was even one position there, not sure if they were able to get it down in time, but either way, Nip looking strong on this defensive hold. Liquid in the meanwhile, still trying to get this wall open, and have done so, I do believe, but with a man down and a Zofia eliminated, so no longer going to have access to the stun charges in order to make the execute a little bit more secure for this team, relying almost primarily on drone work in order to get them the intel and try and force players out of position at a minimum. And at a worst case, just get intel about to push themselves. Moringa works out well for him. Unfortunately, he ends up on top of a Goyo shield, which is blown up by Kamikaze seconds later. Pino finds himself a second kill on the round in order to eliminate Paula. In the meantime, players trying to rotate in from red. We've got Sexy Cake trying to pull off a sneak maneuver here, but it does not pan out. Other players just jump right out to take out the last man standing, and that is going to be NIP claiming control of map number 2. And most notably, Nesk able to trade some pressure. Catches Muzi still and prone. Not much he can do to respond to that except shoot back, so that's what he attempts to do. Unfortunately, the shots do not ring true, and Nesk gets himself a free kill.
Well, Liquid making decent work so far. They have top control with a minute and 20 remaining, so decent take. Moringa still holding rotate for copy window from Spiral or Long Desk. Exothermic charge goes off for the hatch. So again, making pretty good time, but now they have to worry about everyone downstairs and the possible rotates that could happen. Going to use some more soft destruction upstairs. PSK though still has that that secondary pistol out with his scanner, so doesn't want to take a gunfight with that in hand.
PSK continuing the drone work here. Try and isolate out any position for the remaining Nip players here. There's quite a few of them still up and rolling. Oh, a nice spot out though. Quick little hard ping from the drone. Tries to go for the second one, but Psycho beats him to the punch on the rotate, although at a heavy cost to his own HP. In the meantime here, we are going to see a nice move from the Sexy Cake. Not only is he going to be able to get that wall open, but it should destroy the castle barricade too, giving them full freedom of movement here. In the meantime though, the second castle barricade will be opened up to a surprise of Julio on the other side of it. Julio, excuse me, as he takes down PSK. And in the meantime, Plant going down on top of the table to avoid any nitro cells. Paula will take out Psycho as the traded kill is found from the earlier lost teammate. There's the nitro cell attempt, but like I said, it's a miss. The player who did the planting is long gone. Kamikaze and Julio are the last players left in the fight now. At least one of them trying to rotate up through Spiral, the other through Yellow. One is more than likely going to be caught out here by Moringa as he's holding into that angle. Second one could have gone down as well, but doesn't catch him in time. Kamikaze gets the trade, but now sits alone, surrounded by the two remaining players on Team Liquid, trying his best to find out.
Operators. It seems like every single round he has a new one that he's playing, but he's back to the Dokkaebi. He's played her a little bit throughout the day already. She's a pretty unique operator. Her logic bombs come in pretty handy, especially for execute now because they counter out Echo. Obviously not having Echo in play here, but the main thing to notate is her one and truly only counter is in play. It's mute. You have to stand on top of a mute jammer in order for it to deny the call, or you have to walk into one while the call's going on in order to stop the call. So mute does have some way of getting around those logic bombs, but she's still pretty potent.
Looking for the next lineup here as they're going to try and probably ice out the player on the inside of the bathroom. The wall's open up so slightly. Oh, it's just off the mark for the angle. He needed to get the kill. He did even connect a couple of shots on a Moringa, but just not able to find the kill itself. Nesk is going to swing him with some help. The nade going over the top. This should force the move for Moringa now. Getting out. It's actually, no, it's Nesk, excuse me, in that position that takes him down. Moringa had the missed call there from before, so apologies for that. And now Pino and the rest of the team are going to be free to move forward, taking control of that bathroom.
Well, NINJAZ and PYJAMAS making quick work at the floor. Now a little reconstructive surgery inside of Piano will open up plenty of lines of sight, plenty of time remaining as well to burn a lot of utility. Mira set up for Team Liquid downstairs inside of the kitchen as well as security, but everyone else is downstairs as well now too. NINJAZ and PYJAMAS do not have to worry about a roam game, and it's definitely something that they can breathe easy on. Pino establishing some more angles with that skeleton key as he continues to work these. Again, opening up some more flooring here as it's actually pretty slow going. Kamikaze's worked his way down to the garage now. And it looks like they're ready for a no-holds-barred take here as they've worked somebody downstairs. Pino with a triple actually on the round. Julio did these defensive rounds and specifically how to handle the pressure that NINJAZ and PYJAMAS has been able to show throughout this. Double nades coming in. Both going to get burned up inside of those ADSs. Julio gets a kill otherwise on an upside-down rappel. They had everybody on that window.
The hold coming in from Julio now as he's trying to see if anyone else is going to attempt to rotate and to take the position of the now dead smoke. Once again, important key to note there is they do isolate out the smoke this early on. That's a massive loss for Team Liquid if they were going to look to late round delay this. And now players from NIP can swing right in. Paula caught just on the right time as well. Julio potentially saving Pino's life in that instance as he was about to swing on him off the rappel.
Well, Liquid now having two dead members have to figure out exactly how to keep themselves alive. Julio still has the flank watch, but gets quickly dispatched by Nesk at the bottom of yellow. Very nice shot from him. Rest of the squad, though, needs to retaliate. Pino's going to take quite a bit of damage, but he chooses to get aggressive with the skeleton key, wins that out, and makes the Liquid job all the more difficult. Rest of the squad, though, for NINJAZ and PYJAMAS, throws himself through admin as they're trying to pick up the pieces. Still have that man advantage by quite a healthy margin. Two bodies still up. Pino, though, on his last leg.
Time getting lower, under a minute now. It's not stressed for time just yet for NIP, but they definitely want to try and push towards it. And all right, never mind. 2 quick kills for NIP to close out the series.